Hey guys, it's Thomas here down at Driving Academy. I'm one of the instructors, and today we're going to go over how to do an in-cabin inspection with one of our automatic trucks. Let's begin. All right, anytime you enter and exit a vehicle, you always want to use 3 points of contact. All right, now here on the automatic truck, the first thing you would do is you would chalk your wheels. Using 3 points of contact, I'm going to exit the vehicle. I'm going to chalk my wheels. One chalk in the front, one chalk in the back. Now I'm going to go ahead and enter my vehicle again. Now that I'm back in the vehicle, the first thing I want to do is put on my seatbelt. Now that my seatbelt is secure, the next thing I'm going to do is something called the safe start. And that is putting my key to the on position, making sure my transmission is set in neutral, and making sure both of my brakes are applied. After my gauge is set on and off, I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle. My vehicle is started. First thing I'm going to do is something called a governor cutoff test. And to do that, I'm going to build my pressure to between 120 to 140 psi. And I'm going to listen for a governor sneeze. I'm going to do that now. I just heard my governor sneeze at 125 psi, so it's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut off the vehicle. Then I'm going to cut my key back on. And then I'm going to release my brakes. My vehicle shouldn't move because I already have chalked the wheels. For my next part, I'm going to pull up my phone because I'm going to do something called the air leak test. So I'm going to set my phone to 1 minute while applying my foot to the brakes. And in that 1 minute, I should not lose more than 4 psi. Timer set, foot is on the brake. 1 minute has passed, and I have not lost more than 4 psi. For my next step, I'm going to do something called the low air light warning buzzer test. I'm going to continuously pump down my brakes, and before 55 psi, I should hear a buzzer, and both of my low air warning lights should pop up on my gauge. I'm going to do that now. My low air warning and buzzer came on before 55 psi. For my next part, I'm going to do something called an emergency brake test. I'm going to continuously pump down my brakes, and between 20 and 45 psi, both of my brakes should pop out without me touching them. I'm going to do that now. Both of my brakes popped out at 30 psi. Now I'm going to shut off the vehicle. Normally I would take my key with me, but since my examiner's here, I'm going to go ahead and remove my chalk. I'm going to put my seatbelt back on. And I'm going to perform another safe start. Key is on. My ABS light and depth gauge came on and off, so it's working properly. My transmission in neutral. I just did an emergency brake test, so I know my brakes are on. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle again. I'm going to help the air pressure build just until I don't hear the buzzer anymore. Now that my buzzer went off, now is the point where I will ask my instructor or examiner, could I do an in-cabin inspection? So I'm making sure my left turn signals work, my right turn signals work, my four-way flashers are working, my low beams are working, my high beams are working, my electric horn is working, my air horn is properly working, my windshield is clean and no obstructions such as cracks. My wiper arms and blades are secure and operating smoothly. This vehicle does not have windshield wiper fluid. My heater is properly working. My defrost is properly working. My mirrors are clean and properly adjusted to my view. I have 6 spare fuses, 3 red reflective triangles, a fully charged and secure fire extinguisher, and that concludes my in-cabin check. For my next part, now that my ear is built, I'm going to go ahead and do a tuck test. So to do a tuck test, I'm going to release my tractor brake, put my transmission in drive, and my truck should not move. My trailer brake is working because it did not move. For my next part, I'm going to pull my tractor brake back, release my trailer brake to test my tractor brake, and it should not move. Truck did not move, so it's working properly. For the next part is, I would pop my brakes, put my transmission back in drive, release both of my brakes, drive 5 miles an hour. I'm only gonna make a little bit. Stop. Truck shouldn't pull side to side. If so, I would need to service my brakes. Secure my vehicle, put it back in neutral, and that concludes my in-cabin check. I would turn my key off, put my key back on, and ask my examiner, could they help me with my external light check? That's all.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.